What's up everybody? This video is going to be about playing hockey overseas. You want to play in Europe, you want to play pro hockey, there's a lot of players out there that want to play overseas. It's not as easy as you think, but it could be an incredible experience. That being said, the first things first you need to understand is playing hockey in Europe, there's import rules. Each league has different import rules. Belgium had 3, France has 9, Sweden has 5. They're all different. They're even different within divisions. If a country is going to bring over an import, somebody from Canada, somebody from the United States, or even other countries, they want somebody who's going to dominate, who's going to elevate their play. For instance, when I was in Belgium, we were 2 imports, myself and a defenseman. The defenseman was putting up 2 points a game, and I was making 35-40 saves a game. The reason being is because I was better than what they had in Belgium or the Netherlands. They want somebody who's going to excel. And if you don't, you're not on a year-long contract like you are in North America. They will send you home immediately because they are paying imports very good money, very good time. They are doing everything possible to bring the best imports over to elevate their team's play. So keep that in mind when you're going overseas. It's not all fine and dandy. You're gonna need to put in the work. Now, to get overseas, if you have a European nationality, if your mom or dad were born in Europe, or if your grandparents were born in Europe, please look into getting your European passport, your citizenship. The reason I say that is because teams will prefer somebody with a passport than somebody who does not have it. Why? Because having that European passport still makes you an import in that country. Don't get me wrong, you're still an import player. However, they do not need to pay to get you a work visa. They don't need to hire a lawyer to go through that process that takes a couple weeks, a couple months to get you a work visa to get you over there. It's more expensive, more complicated, much more effort to get you there. So a lot of the time they will look for players who do have the European citizenship. Now, is it a must? No. It just helps open more doors for you. I'll use myself for example. When I finished college and I was going overseas for pro, I had the choice. I had 2 East Coast teams here in North America, or I had 5 offers in Europe. I was able to open more doors for myself. Most guys, they just play in the East Coast or they try to go overseas, but they don't start where they want to start. I had a team in France, team in Sweden, team in Belgium, team in Germany, and my last team was in Norway. The reason I went with Belgium, it was the best setup for me. Best pay, best overall environment. That's what it was at the time. Is it the best hockey? No. Sweden had the best hockey, but it wasn't going to be taken care of as well. Now, in terms of playing in Europe, realistic, what to expect. Now, if you have a career of pro in Canada or in North America, East Coast, AHL, things like that, you'll be making very good money. Very good money. I won't talk about that because I wasn't in that situation. I'm talking about the guys that played D1 or a little bit, or played D3, or even just coming straight out of junior hockey. You're expected to play in the lower levels in Europe. When I say you're expected to play in the lower levels, I mean if you're a really good junior hockey player, you might start in France too. In France too, you can expect anywhere from 600 to 1500 euros per month. The euro is worth more than the Canadian or the US dollar. You're not taxed on that money. It is cash. It is given to you cash at the end of every month. If you're really good, they're going to pay for your apartment, they're going to give you a car, they're going to give you gas money, and they're going to pay for your flights. So all in all, you're getting a decent amount. You don't need to work while you're there. The schedule is 3-4 days a week of practice, 1 or 2 games, so you can travel quite a bit. Some teams even practice a little less. Like, you're in Europe, you get to travel, visit other countries, enjoy your life. Are you making a living off of this? No. But the whole point is, if you're going to go play Division 2 in France, or France 2, you do super well to move up to France 1, or as they call it, Magnus. Magnus, you're making American League money. Very, very good money. Also in France, they have a system that the last place team of Magnus gets downgraded to France 2, and the winner of France 2 gets upgraded to Magnus. So if you're on that winning team, you get upgraded that following season, and if you did well, they're probably going to bring you back and pay you more. Now, the next thing as well is leagues like Belgium. For instance, Belgium, their top league is the same equivalent as a France 2. Same equivalent. They exhibition versus each other quite a bit actually. If you're playing in Belgium, you're expecting the same salary unless you're on 3 or 4 different teams, Den Haag, Herentals, and Mechelen that I know for sure that pay their guys a lot more. For instance, I had a friend playing on Herentals, a kid I played versus, and he was making 3,500 euros a month. That is a lot of money. That is AHL money because it's all cash money, it's in your pocket. And then he was also given a side job because he had a European passport where he was coaching the youth teams, making another 1,000 euros a month. So you could make a lot of money playing as well. Now, there's other guys that are playing in the bigger leagues, of course, the SHL, the DEL, which is the German league. Norway won, Slovakia won. Like, all the top leagues will pay you upwards of 50,000 euros a year if you are worth it. Those top leagues get guys from the NHL, get guys that were in the AHL up and down, so they're getting the top players. You need to keep your expectations realistic, and you're going to start in a France 2, maybe even a France 3, Belgium 2, if you're lucky, Belgium 1, like I did. And you need to work your way up. There's a lot of players out there that want to be in your situation. There's a lot of players out there that want to play overseas. It's not as easy as you think, but it could be an incredible experience for you to have in your life. I had the lucky opportunity to play there the COVID year, so I was there for about 3 months, and the year after I was there for about 3 months before I broke my knee. It is honestly one of the coolest experiences of my life. I got to go to Europe. I got to see a different culture, a different lifestyle. They live completely different than we do in North America. They're so relaxed and nonchalant, and they live day to day, and they just enjoy their lives. People are at cafes all day talking and getting to know each other. You can make friends anywhere. Like, it is a different style of life, and it's unbelievable to see. It's incredible to see. Right when I got hurt, I was able, before coming home, I took a month and traveled. I did all of Belgium, I did the Netherlands, I did France. Those are 3 beautiful countries that I would have never seen if I wouldn't have taken that chance to go play pro overseas. A lot of people don't think that playing pro overseas is worth it. I'm telling you it is. For the life experience that you're going to get, the memories you're going to have out of it. You're graduating college at 23, 24 years old. You can take a year or 2 and go and travel. You can. If you're not done playing hockey, but you know you're towards the end, go overseas for a year or 2. Same thing with junior hockey. If you're not going to college, go take a year or 2, go play. Even if you don't make crazy money, you can't live off forever. Guys are doing it in the SPHL, so why not do it in Europe, where you're going to visit other countries, where you have more of a relaxed schedule, and you're still playing hockey. Now let's talk about the hockey overseas. I'll take the league I played in, for example, in the Belgian league. In the Belgian league, every team was pretty good. The first 3 lines are really, really solid. That last line is usually rookies. It's guys in their youth team. They're under 21 team, they're under 20 team, even sometimes they're under 18 team. Kids that are developing, that are going to play on their top team, but that aren't quite there yet. So that line is usually not the best. Is everybody paid on the team? It depends the team. In my team, for example, only the first 2 lines are paid. The bottom 2 lines were were guys that played up and down with the junior team because they're all under 21. So were they paid? No. But our top 2 lines were. Our defensemen, all 6 were paid, and I was the only goalie paid of the 2 of us. Hockey's different in Europe. You're playing on Olympic ice. It's bigger ice. You have more space to move. That's where you can become a skilled player if you're not, because you can just skate up and down the ice with the puck. There's less contact because they got to move out of position a lot more. In the lower levels, I would say France 2, Belgium 1, Del 3, Sweden 3 or 4 is not a structured hockey. You're not doing breakout plays, you're not doing PK plays, any of that stuff. It's less structured. It's more creative, more here's a puck, let's play hockey, let's develop something. They don't have as many systems as we do in North America. So the game is very different, and it's also very fun to play because you get to see how creative some guys can play. With the more space, with the less structured environment, it's kind of cool to see. Honestly speaking, it is a different experience. If you have a chance to play, I hope you take it, because European hockey can be something absolutely incredible for anybody.